Hi, I'm Heather Esthai. Let's talk about writing. A friend of mine asked me the other day, what do you do about the blank page syndrome? Like it's this huge disease. But you know what she's saying. You sit down with your pad of paper in front of your laptop and you're supposed to write an article. And you look at the screen, you look at the page, you stare, you freeze, you go sharpen your pencils, you go get a cup of coffee, you go feed the dog, then you go feed the neighbor's dog. You're frozen. What's up with that? Why is writing so intimidating? Well, there's something that those of us who write for a living know that you may not know. If we didn't have this tip, we'd probably starve getting frozen in front of blank laptop screens. But we do know that you're not writing to a screen or to a page. You're communicating to a person. No matter what you're writing, an article, an email, a book, there's always somebody on the other side receiving what you're communicating. And we all know how to communicate, right? So take an example. What if you were a neuropsychologist and your 17-year-old nephew came to you and said, "Tell me about the brain"? What would you do? You wouldn't freeze. Go sharpen your pencils, get a cup of coffee, feed your dog. No, you'd respond. You might ask a question. You might say, well, why do you want to know? Or what specifically do you want to know? But you'd be able to respond and communicate in a language that he could understand. I know you could. Writing is no different. And if you get that, if you sit down to write, only think of communicating to the person on the other side, a specific person, you will find your writing so much more easy and so much more fun. Trust me on this one. So that's just a tiny tip that we offer in the course that Drew and I are giving soon. And we hope you'll join us for this course. But whatever, great success to you. Great success to you. No, don't do that. Hi, I'm Heather Esthai. Let's talk about writing. A friend of mine asked me the other day, what do you do about blank page syndrome? Like it's a huge disease or something. But you know what she was saying. You're supposed to write an article, and so you sit down in front of your laptop or with a pad of paper, and you just stare at the blank screen or the blank page. So you go sharpen your pencils, and then you get a cup of coffee, and then you feed your dog, and then you go feed the neighbor's dog. You're just frozen. What is up with that? Why is writing so intimidating to us sometimes? Well, I'll tell you a trick that all of us who write for a living have learned. If we didn't have this trick, we'd starve to death in front of blank laptop screens. It's that you're not writing to a screen or to a blank page. You're communicating to a person. No matter what you write, whether it's an email or a blog or an article or a book, there's somebody on the other side receiving that information, receiving your communication. You're communicating to that person. And we all know how to communicate, right? So take an example. Say you're a neuropsychologist and your 17-year-old nephew comes up to you and says, "Tell me how the brain works." What would you do? Would you freeze? Would you go get a cup of coffee, sharpen your pencils, feed the dog? No, you'd respond. We know how to do that. You might ask questions. You might say, what specifically do you want to know, or why do you want to know? But you would respond naturally and easily. Writing is no different. You're communicating, and you can do it as naturally and easily as talking to someone. Try it out. Next time you sit down to write an article, your blog, your email, think of the other person or another person on the other side who's receiving the communication, and just communicate. Trust me, you'll find writing a lot easier and a lot more fun. So this is just a tiny tip that we share in the course that Drew and I are putting together. We hope you'll join us. But whether you do or not, great success with your writing. Have fun with it. Just communicate. Thanks.